Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Baron. I just ate some delicious pizza, and you are watching episode 3 of my Civ 5 Brave New World Let's Play. I just hit the record button, and apparently F9 is also the hotkey for the demographics screen, which is fine. We could take a look at this. First in population, that's good. That's because we got that ancient ruin pop that gave us a citizen. And we're also first in crop yield and manufactured goods. That's not a surprise. If we're first in population, we're probably going to be first in one of these three things. Crop yield is how much food you're making. Manufactured goods is how many hammers you're making. GNP is how much gold you're making. We're not really focusing on gold right now. We're third in land, just middle of the road. That's fine. We'll expand soon, I think. We're last in soldiers, which is not really concerning at this point because, you know, no one really has a whole bunch right now. Last in approval. Approval is a measure of how much happiness you have. That's no surprise that the AI is happier than me. And I'm middle of the road in science as well, which is okay because we're going to start focusing on science soon. Let's get this up. After archery, we're going to go up to writing, which is going to help us get science with libraries and stuff. Right, so last episode, I left off trying to decide what social policy I was going to take. And I'm not sure which one I wanted to open, or I wasn't sure which one I wanted to open. I knew I didn't want to go piety, because that's just going to let us build shrines and temples faster, and I don't really care about that. I don't think I want to do liberty, because I'm not a fan of the liberty social policy tree, and I don't think it's going to help us in this case. It'll help us. It's pretty much if you want a wide empire with lots of cities, and I don't really. I want to keep it pretty small at the beginning, and then just conquer the world. I only want 2 or 3 cities of my own. So this would help us with that. But I already got a monument, and we have such a huge advantage with our military already because we got that free bronze working. It might be better to pick up honor. I think I'm going to open up tradition, because it's going to give us more culture per turn, 3 more culture per turn, and that's going to help us open up honor and get down there faster. Next social policy we'll pick up with 30 culture. So if we take this, we'll have 6 per turn. That'll be 5 turns. We can open up honor, and honor gives us a bonus against barbarians and gives us culture for every barbarian that we kill. So if we focus on farming up some barbarians for a while, we can really plow through these social policies pretty quickly. So I think I'm going to do that. Opening up tradition also lets us pick up oligarchy later, which we talked about last time. I can keep some ranged units in cities for free, and maybe pick up legalism in some of these too. This is not really going to be helpful for us because we're not going to be building many wonders. World wonders can only be built once. And any civ can build them if they have the right technology. So we don't need to build them because we're just going to take them from other people. So I think I'm going to open up tradition and then go through honor. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, 6 per turn, 30, 5 turns. Okay, and then I also noticed, after last episode, London is going to be really difficult to take, because they just have this little stretch of land leading up to the capital, and I can only really march 1 unit at a time through here. And that's going to be kind of rough, because they can just sit here and pick off my units as they come in one by one. So I'm really hoping that this kind of wraps around, and I can march my troops through here and just lay siege over here. Another issue with England is that once they hit the medieval age, they're going to be really powerful. Let's take a look. Where are they? Civilizations and leaders. England. So she gets just flat +2 movement for all naval units, which I talked about last time is going to be really good for her because she's on the coast. This is probably, hopefully, just some sort of inland lake. If it curves around like this, if the land curves around, that's what I'm hoping for. I hope it's not like a peninsula that she's on and it just comes down here. The ocean does. That would be really bad. So she's going to have a fast navy in here, and then she gets longbowmen in the medieval era. And it's a strong ranged unit with 3 range. It says 2 here, but they also have the range promotion, which gives them +1. So most pre-industrial ranged units have a range of 2, so they can shoot, like if they were in the city, they could shoot 2 tiles in just about any direction. They can't shoot over hills or forests. But longbowmen have a range of 3, so they're going to be able to, if she has a longbowman stationed in the city, she's going to be able to pick off units starting with the jungle or the hill, which is not good. So I'm going to want to take them out before the medieval era, which is also bad for us because that's when the impies come out. That's when my unique unit comes out in civil service, which granted is before machinery, which she needs to crank out longbowmen. And I really don't want her to enter the Renaissance era, because that's when she gets her ships of the line, which are an upgrade to the frigate. It's another unique unit of hers, and it's stronger than the frigate. It's it can see farther, and I think it's cheaper. Higher combat strength, cheaper, and it can see farther. So that's no good, especially because our navy is not going to be super strong. Alright, so with this warrior, I think I was going to go through here, see what there is to see, and then I want to come up here, get the gold from this city-state, and then just farm barbarians. So let's start doing this. I really want to know if this wraps around, so I'm going to head out with the scout in that direction. Oh. Well, there's a barbarian. Luckily for us, we can just go over here. Oh, there's some ruins. I'm actually going to go pick those up with him, I think. Yeah. So yeah, barbarians are on the other side of the river. There's a combat penalty for crossing or attacking over a river. And I'm in a jungle. I'm not worried about these barbarians at all. Okay, something else. I should have done this last time, but this is not ideal at this time. The citizens working where I had them. I want him to work this, but I don't need these 2 extra hammers because it's going to be 1 turn no matter what, even if I lock that in. So I'm going to move him over here to get some extra food just for this turn. Okay. Also, last time we got some new techs. We got mining and bronze working, and I didn't really go through what benefit that gives us. I went through mining. I didn't go through what iron working or bronze working gives us, and I just started building stuff. Shrines give us 1 more faith per turn. That's what we want, because we want a happiness religion. Granaries, I don't think I went through either. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That came from pottery. It gives us more food per turn. And once we have trade routes going up, we can send food to some of our other cities, which we aren't going to do. And then the Akanda is a barracks replacement. It gives cool promotions to people. I think it also gives the regular barracks experience. Barracks give experience to units built in that city, and I think it does that as well. Okay, so barracks give 15 XP to all units. Where is it? Yeah, this also gives the 15 XP, and it gives unique promotions. So that's good. Alright. Bucharest doesn't have a worker for me to steal. I think I'm going to go through here with my warrior and then come up here, see who this is. If they have a worker, steal it, bring the worker back here, start improving stuff down here, and just scout around for some barbarians. In 5 turns, we'll be able to open up honor, which tells us where the barbarians are. It'll give us notifications for where the barbarian encampments are. Also, in the last few turns, once I got bronze working, iron popped up on the map. Iron here. More importantly, iron here. Because that's within 3 tiles of Ulundi, so I'm going to be able to pick that up soon. Relatively soon. I might have to buy this mountain tile, because the culture border pops don't prioritize getting mountains because they don't give you any tile yield. Mountains are pretty much worthless, except for blocking people and getting in their way. So I might purchase that just so I can maybe grab the iron relatively quickly. And we got 6 iron. Iron is good because you can build units with it. Iron and horses are what are known as strategic resources. You can only have as many as you get, so like I can only have 6 iron, whereas I can have like unlimited gems coming from this mine. I only have 6 iron, so I can only build 6 swordsmen, for example. Alright, I think that's all I wanted to talk about before I start, so let's hit next turn. This barbarian's probably going to attack the scout, but that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good. Alright, new construction. So, we're starting to get some faith per turn. What to do here? I think, we don't have any wheat or bananas or deer, so we're not going to get the benefits from that. And we're running out of gold per turn. We're not going to be making very much soon. And because of that, I might put off riding just a little bit longer to pick up caravans. I don't know what to do. No, I'm gonna stay with what we have, and I'm gonna go for the granary so we can get people, citizens out faster. It'll give us a little bit more food, which is what we need at this point, and then we'll be able to start working these pearls. And soon after, I think after riding, I'll go animal husbandry and then sailing. Oh, okay, that was weird. I'm going to pick those up so I can start sending out a caravan to get some more gold per turn, and so I can get work boats to work these pearls, which will give us more gold. Yeah. England is following me with the warrior. That's not concerning. And if we're lucky, this might upgrade our scout to be an archer. Oh, I called it. Oh, wow, that's great. So, the scouts have, they don't upgrade, ever. Right? Scout. They don't upgrade into any units, they just become obsolete. So, they're kind of worthless once you've started exploring around a bit. But, this one turned into an archer. It keeps its terrain movement bonus. So it's going to be able to still march through here no problem. But now it's a ranged unit that has upgrade path. It has an upgrade path, which is great. Also, it's stronger. So that's exactly what I wanted, and I'm totally glad that I called that. Okay, what do we have over here? We've got some fish. We've got some crabs. crabs are good to have in this case. Also because it's right across the water from England. So crabs are a luxury resource, so that means it's going to give us happiness. It also is going to give us quite a bit of food and gold. We've got cows, we've got fish. I think I might actually settle my second city down here. It's pretty good, and it's easily defensible from land, at least this way, because of the mountain and this hill. It's going to be an issue because I'm not going to be able to shoot over this hill with the archers. I think I'm going to, if I do settle here, I'm going to settle right on this tile, where the cursor is. Fish are good, fish give you food. Cows do too. And rivers are good to settle on as well. So I think I might do that. It's, how many tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 tiles away from Lundi. Which is not quite ideal, but I'd rather have it be just 6 tiles away. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get it to be 6 if I settle here. I don't think it really makes much of a difference. Unless there's something up in here, like in this tile maybe. We'll worry about that later. Oh, one other thing. I'm pretty sure that there's no way naval units are going to be able to attack Ulundi because there's this ice here, and unless this is just open water, there's no way anyone's going to be able to come sail in this way. And this is going to be all ice. I think this is like a big, massive chunk of ice back here, and then there's this ice here, so no one can come in this way. So I think we're going to be safe right here. So we don't need to worry about a navy in here at all. Alright, next turn. Okay, they're going to be protecting probably Bucharest. Yeah. Some AIs have this annoying tendency to immediately pledge to protect a city-state as soon as they meet it. Apparently Elizabeth is going to be that way in this game. I mean, that doesn't really do anything, but if, for example, Bucharest had a worker out here and I wanted to steal that worker, I would have to declare war on them to do so. And she would get really angry at me and probably want to come kill me faster. I said in the last video that Elizabeth doesn't like people very easily, and I didn't really expand on that. I mean, like, she's not openly hostile to people, but she doesn't like to form friendships with people. And she's very suspicious of people. So that's not an issue, but I'm going to have a lot of trouble getting on her good side, especially if I'm going to just come kill her as soon as possible anyway. Alright. Oh, there's some gems here too. I don't need the gems because I've got gems up here. But it would be good to trade, maybe. Oh, and there's gold. I'm settling here then. Because that's 3 tiles away from this square, not from here. And I'm still going to be able to pick up all these fish, these crabs, these cows, not horses, these cows, these sheep, and this gold. This is going to be a really great city. Yeah. And actually, I might want to do that soon. I might put off my barracks, my Honda, for a settler. Oh. Wow. I'm just hitting so many ruins. That's really great. Let's see what we get. Oh, a map. We got a map. Which... Stop that. Which showed us our first natural wonder. There are certain tiles in every game. There are 4 tiles in this game, in small maps. There are 4 tiles that have unique wonders that are, like, in the real world, that have really great tile yields, and that give you extra happiness when you discover them. So if I was to come plop a city down here, this would give me 10 gold to work, which is great, but it's really far from my capital and from where I'm going to be settling. I don't think I'm going to be putting a city down here anytime. Someone else might, and I might come steal it. Oh, no. It doesn't connect. So we're going to have to march troops down here, one by one, and maybe sail some ships over here, and try to overpower her navy. That's really the opposite of what I wanted. There's another ruin, I might come do that. I haven't met anyone else. There's probably a civ, like, right here. Because there's a lot of land in between me and where my scout is now. And I haven't run into anyone. That's kind of unusual. Thankfully, this means that I'm not going to have anyone to attack me from the north. Because there's only city-states and then, like, the North Pole. So I'm safe from the north. I'm pretty much safe from over here, unless someone, like, sails around the world to come attack me, and even then they have to come through the mountains and stuff. Elizabeth is going to have a tough time getting through here. But she's going to be able to attack this city. And if I'm lucky, then this is just going to be a really crappy peninsula. And she won't really have any good cities. Now, with that said, I have to hope that she doesn't bring a settler over here. And I might actually just station this warrior around here so that if she tries to bring a settler up here, I'll just capture it. Which means, of course, declaring war on her. But I'm really not worried about that. I'm going to go see if I can pick up these ruins. At this point in the game, I don't need any more. I've gotten, like, 4, and they've all been really good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is the 4th ruin that I got. 5 is almost unheard of, but that would be really good. Okay. I'm going to see what's over here, wrap around up here, and then go barbarian hunting in this area, because I don't want Elizabeth to settle this. Okay, there's nothing here. Okay. Did I move? Yes. Okay. Pantheon founded. That's not the best. Oh, but they chose a really bad Pantheon. At least it's not something that we would want because we don't have any desert. They're getting 1 faith from desert now. But that means someone has a lot of faith production, or they got an ancient ruin that gives them faith. Not the best. Not the worst. They could have chosen a really good Pantheon belief, and then we would have gotten screwed. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go for yet. I haven't quite decided. Although, I don't know. I'm going to have a lot of fishing boats.
The haft of the arrow had been feathered with one of the eagle's own plumes. We often give our enemies the means of our own destruction.
Okay, so now we can build archers. We already have one, and we could try to build the Temple of Artemis. It's a world wonder. I don't think we need to do that, because we're not going to focus on ranged units all that much. And we're not going to have a lot of cities that we need to grow. So it's not going to be that good for us. Let's see if we... No, this deer we're not going to get. Ooh. Okay. Let's see if we can kill off this barbarian. And... culture. That's great. Let's see, after... I think the next one is at 55. So we're going to open up honor. Yeah. We're going to open up honor, and... okay. Barbarians here. And here. So this Ragusa is probably going to whine at us soon to come kill these barbarians. That might be good. We could get some food out of them. Ragusa is a maritime city-state. That means it gives you food if you're friends or allies with them. I don't know about these people, but they're probably, once I meet them, they're going to want me to kill these guys. And I'm going to want to kill them anyway, just because now I'm going to get culture from killing barbarians. Yeah, I get culture for them, and I'm going to do better against them. I'm going to get 8 culture for killing this guy, which is nice. I think I'm going to get a lot more culture this way than if I had gone down through tradition by getting legalism and stuff, or if I had just straight up opened honor and ignored tradition. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm probably not going to farm this camp then. I'm going to farm up this camp. Because, again, if Elizabeth comes this way, I don't want that. Barbarian farming refers to just plopping a unit down out here and smacking around whatever barbarians spawn from that. Now, barbarians can, in theory, take a city, but that's not going to happen. Oh, jeez. No, this unit's too valuable to lose. I'm not going to risk taking him down there. Right, but these guys are injured, so they're not going to do very much damage against the city, even if they decide to attack. And I think if barbarians are injured, they don't even bother attacking the city. They're just going to run around and cause trouble in here. But I don't even have a worker out there for them to steal or improvements for them to pillage, so I don't have to worry about these guys at this time. Because someone founded a pantheon, the cost to found the next one has gone up. The first one was 10 faith, the next one is 15. So we have 9... No, we have... oh, that was from the last turn. That was... We have 8 more turns to hope to found a pantheon. No, I really don't want you working this, because I want the food. I know we get more gold that way, but I don't think that's going to help us right now. And it doesn't matter what kills the barbarian, you're going to get the culture no matter what. As long as you do kill it. Oh, they are attacking the city, wow. Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm just going to be able to kill 2 barbarians this turn, then. Oh, not... well... If I'm very lucky, I'll be able to kill 2. I'm not very lucky. Okay, but I can kill this guy. No, 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 show. XP and or culture. So now he has 5 XP, and he's going to be able to level up fairly quickly. Whenever you level up, you are able to choose a promotion, which makes him better in some respects. The first promotions are you are either better at combat in rough terrain like hills, forests, jungles, or on flat ground. And normally I go with the rough terrain one because there's generally a lot more rough terrain than there is flatland. But there's quite a bit of flatland out here. It's unlikely that we're going to be fighting anyone out here, though. I think we're around half an hour. So I'm just a couple more turns, and then I'm going to cut it here. I know I said that there were going to be more turns in later videos, but that didn't quite happen. We've only been through like 8. Okay, this is a measure of how much gold people have, like the exact count of their treasury. We're right in the middle, that's okay. It's a little concerning that someone has 220. Wow, what? How? Well, that's less than ideal, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy for the promotion. I could have killed him with the city, but I don't get any XP from that, and I want the XP because now he's going to be able to level up next turn. Oh, right. And that. Let's see, next turn we'll have a granary. What tiles are we working? No. I'll have him out in 1 turn. So that. Right, next turn. I want to have London by turn 100. That's the goal. Alright, hold up. If I sit him down there, he'll be in rough terrain. Rough terrain all through here, just in case I don't anticipate Elizabeth having units in here, but maybe. And then this is all rough. So I'm going to go with the rough terrain. Drill, 15% combat strength. Let's go up here. And let's hope, actually, right now that he doesn't get the upgrade. Oh, that's the worst one. It just spawns some barbarian encampments, or shows you the location of some other barbarian encampments. I'm not sure. But I think it actually spawns them in, because if it's like the first ancient ruin you pop, generally barbarians aren't out by then. And it'll show you where the barbarians are anyway, even if they're not supposed to be out. Okay, so now we're losing money per turn. That's not an issue right now, as long as we get a caravan going soon. We'll be able to start making more money. I want this, because I want the Great General, but he's going to cost more money per turn. But I also want that. I'm just going to take it, and I think I'm going to be losing 3 per turn, maybe. Or... why does he not cost upkeep? Huh. He should. Okay, so Great Generals are cool units. You can build a citadel, which is like just a massive castle they plop down right here. And any enemy units in these tiles will take damage every turn. I think 30 damage, yeah. And it gives a fortification bonus to any unit sitting in it. I'm not going to do that because if I have a great general standing near some of my units, they get plus 15% attack strength. So I'm just going to plop him into Lundi and have him sit there and think about what he's done. Okay, this is really disconcerting. Where are the other AIs? I mean, that's great that I have all this distance between me and them, but it's also not, because I'm going to have to march there to kill them. I'm going to put 3 turns of production into something so that this can grow to size 4. And then I'm going to start building a settler, because your cities don't grow when you are making a settler. See, food growth of the city is stopped while this unit is being built. And I want a city of size 4. So I'm going to put a few turns into the Akanda, and actually, if I can get away with this, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to be able to move anyone else around. So 3 turns, I'm going to have quite a bit. I'm going to have 6 turns, or 6 production into here. 6 more than I would. I'll have 24, I think. Yeah. Which is okay, that's a third of it. And then I'll crank out a settler, I'll put the settler down here, I'll finish off the Akanda, I'll start cranking out units, and then we're gonna go kill Elizabeth. That's the game plan. Sounds good to me. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time.